Good afternoon, Sava here from Football Heritage TV. Happy Friday to all of you. Today we're going to be discussing the impossible. It can't happen, can it? It won't happen, will it? We never inquired, did we? Rumours flying around that Tottenham have approached and inquired to Arsenal, our North London rivals, our bitterest rivals in football, about the possibility of Folarin Balogun, the young striker who just spent the season out on loan at Reims in France, scoring 21 goals in 37 games in the league. Surely Tottenham didn't do that, did they? Surely. We'll get into it. Also, we'll be asking, is Richarlison good enough? Lots of people keep telling me, have faith, he'll come good. But this is a guy that's never scored prolifically ever in his 10-year career as a professional footballer. Also, we'll talk about Ernest Nuamah. I believe that's the right way to pronounce it. Ernest Nuamah, the Ghanaian centre-forward who plays for Nordsjælland. I think I've got that right as well. Who plays for Nordsjælland in the Danish Superliga. Player of the year. Could he be on his way to Spurs? It's all very exciting. Something needs to happen. Let's get into it after this. Yes, good afternoon. Sava here, Football Heritage TV. Listen, the news that broke last night, a number of publications have been saying this, that Tottenham did indeed approach Arsenal about signing their centre-forward, who has been wanted by the likes of Inter Milan this summer, Folarin Balogun. Now, before we talk about him as a goal scorer and as a striker and how good he is as a player, let's address the massive elephant in the room. Do we believe this? This is one of the harder situations for me to go, okay, it's a rumour, it's a report in football, but I can understand it. Surely Tottenham Hotspur haven't done this. Lots of reports are saying it and coming back saying that Arsenal would be willing to do the deal, but they wanted to put the Spurs tax on top of that. A striker they already want 50 million from the likes of Inter Milan for. Now, when have we seen this happen before? Tottenham and Arsenal, players that have played for both clubs. Let's start with the obvious. Big Sol Judas Campbell left Tottenham many years ago, said he was going to sign a contract, let his contract run down, didn't even leave on a free to Barcelona, Real Madrid, Man United, Liverpool. Nope. He went to Arsenal. Hence, all of the hate and the feud and the nonsense that surrounded Sol Campbell in the last 20-odd years. We then look at players that have played for both clubs in not such kind of extenuating circumstances. William Gallas, who was on a free after leaving Arsenal and Spurs signed, also played for Chelsea, the only player to play for Arsenal, Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur. David Bentley, who of course came through the ranks at Arsenal, left, and Spurs signed him from Blackburn a couple of years later. Rowan Ricketts was one, made one League Cup appearance for Arsenal, then joined Tottenham. Emmanuel Adebayor, not straight from, but Arsenal, Man City, then Tottenham. But when was the last time money was exchanged? When was the last time the actual two clubs had to do a deal between them? Because Gallas on a free, Sol Campbell on a free, Bentley from Blackburn, Adebayor from Man City. There's no transfer dealings. When was the last time? You've also got Pat Jennings in that list. Surely we're not about to see that happen. Surely with the precarious position that Daniel Levy is in with a lot of this fan base, that's not going to be the go-to for this summer, is it? Surely there are other strikers out there that Spurs can approach. Now, we'll look at Balogun now as a footballer, just in case any of this nonsense does turn out to be true. Let's have a look at him. We can see there, as a footballer, what has this man done? Forget Tottenham. Why is everyone clambering to sign this striker? Look at that. He has played 75 appearances in his career. Okay, 75 appearances in total and scored a total of 30 goals. 22 of those goals have been at Reims in Ligue 1, where he enjoyed a good season last year. 21 goals in 37 games, or 22 in 39 all competitions isn't to be sniffed at. But the year before in the Championship, 3 goals in 20 appearances for Middlesbrough on loan. Before that for Arsenal, 10 appearances and 2 goals. Surely this isn't the guy. Surely if you're going to be spending 50, 60 million, whatever these prices are, you're going to be looking at a little bit better. 20 million, sure. But then that's removing the Arsenal hat. Now, when you add the Arsenal hat onto that and the Spurs hat next to it and the 2 hats having to do business together, surely this isn't a thing. Surely, I mean, some people out there might not care. Some people might not care about the 2 clubs doing business. I'm a little bit old school. I don't think the 2 clubs should be doing business on players like this. Absolutely not. Let's look at another player that Spurs have been heavily linked with in the last 24 hours. A player who I don't know, if I'm brutally honest. I heard the name, don't know him. If we look at him here, you can see this is Ernest Nuamah. Ernest Nuamah, apologies if I'm getting his name wrong. 19 years of age, plays for Nordsjælland in the Danish Superliga as a striker. He is 19 years of age and his stats are as follows. By the way, just quickly, he was the Danish Superliga Player of the Year and has made 1 cap for the Ghana national team. Now, his stats are as follows, whether or not you want to go by stats, bearing in mind he's 19 years of age. Okay. And another one whose birthday is the same date as mine, the 1st of November. Okay. So he's going to be 20 on the 1st of November this year. In his first season for Nordsjælland in 21-22, he scored 1 goal in 9 games. Last year, in 30 league games, he scored 12 goals and 4 assists. So 16 goal contributions in 30 appearances in the league. And he scored another 5 goals in cup competitions. So all in all, he's got 21 goal contributions across 37 games, which is very, very good for anyone at the age of 19. This season, he has played 4 games and scored 5 goals and got 1 assist. So far this season, the young Ghanaian centre-forward has got 6 goal contributions in 4 league games. Now, I can't sit here and tell you whether or not I think this guy will be good enough for Tottenham Hotspur. I don't know. I've not seen him play. You can only go by numbers. But wouldn't it be nice to get some young, quick, exciting forwards? You've got Nuamah, Balogun, Gift Orban being talked about. That one won't go away. And then realistically, what are we looking at? Realistically, what are we looking at? Right? We are looking at this guy. We are looking at this guy that fans still keep talking to me about being a very good player that will come good in an Ange Postecoglou system. Now, I've got to question some people's sanity when things like this happen. I would just like to know where on earth, where has this optimism with this player come from? We've done this the last couple of days. We'll do it again. Look at his goal scoring record. Yeah. In Brazil, in Serie B, he got 9 goals in his first year, 4 in his first year in the Serie A, 5 in his second year, 5 in his first year at Watford, then 13, 7, 10, 1. What on earth? Where are people thinking that this guy is going to be a prolific goal scorer? 26 years of age, he's got 89 career goals, and his best ever total with all goals in all competitions combined is 15, and that was 4 years ago. Please, can somebody with some sort of common sense, or unless I'm being an idiot, can someone please tell me, where is this hope coming from? Why do they believe that a guy that has never been a goal scorer is suddenly going to turn into this prolific goal scorer? Do I think he can get 7 or 8 or 9? Yes, I do. Do I think he'll probably grab a couple of braces against teams like Sheffield United, Luton? Maybe he will. But you know what will happen. A section, not all, a section of this fan base will wait for him to get a goal and go, oh, there we go. Look, he's brilliant. He can do it consistently. We're not learning. We've got to have better than Richarlison. And to be honest, a lot of the people I YouTubed with last year all said they worried that when we signed him for 60 million, that this was the Harry Kane replacement. And it looks like that is coming true unless Spurs go and buy a striker in the last 14 days of the window. Hopefully, we're going to see Hugo Lloris go out this week. Hopefully, we're going to see Sanchez go out. Hopefully, Ndombele. Hopefully, Tanganga will go. Dyer, let's hope that someone comes in for him. But Spurs need to get a move on. There's a lot of positives at this club, but we're still just kind of teetering there. To get to there, we need that little push from the chairman. Everybody, thank you for all your support over the last year and a half. We are now only 75 subscribers away from the 10K. If you would like to subscribe, please do. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all your love over the last year and a half. We've had some fun. We've debated. We've rowed. We've fallen out. We've got back together. All is good. Thank you for your support. As always, I'll be back today at 4 p.m. for a Premier League weekend prediction show. I'll be joined by a couple of guests. And I'll be back tomorrow for our live watch-along. Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United. Ange Postecoglou's first game at home for Tottenham Hotspur. Everyone, take care. And as always, come on, you Spurs.